Hello, Jennifer. It's lovely to talk to you. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Well, I'm here chatting with Jennifer Conelly. That's as good as it gets. I saw that you recently joined Instagram. Who convinced you of that?
No, it was time. I think that like sometimes, I came to the realization some things are inevitable. It's like, it just feels like, I don't know. It felt like the right time to do it. And I was a bit of a dinosaur, so I thought I may as well join this century.
Of course, we all remember Maverick and Charlie from the 1986 movie, Take My Breath Away and all that. But hey, not all love stories last forever. So now you're here to be Maverick's new love interest. How did the role of Penny came to you?
Well, actually, she's not Maverick's new love interest. Penny Benjamin is mentioned in the original movie. Penny Benjamin actually predated Charlie. So Penny Benjamin is someone who has been in and out of Maverick's life all of those years, which was kind of fun, I thought.
Well, I gotta confess that I didn't remember that your character was named in the first movie. I gotta rewatch that.
With a history of high-speed passes over 5 air-controlled towers and 1 admiral's daughter. Penny Benjamin.
The role came to me because, I don't know behind the scenes, but Joe Kosinski, who directed the movie, I had worked with before. We did a movie called Only the Brave. So he called me and talked about it. So I was thrilled. I was thrilled that he wanted to work with me again because I loved working with him. And I was thrilled by the idea of being in this film. She's a formidable character. But I think she does it in a way that's really fun and sort of full of love, but also makes it really clear that, she's on to him. She knows his story. She knows him really well. She really, adores him, but, she knows where she's going and she's not going to get derailed and she's going to set her own boundaries.
I love that you portray a strong female character in the most natural way possible as a single mother, and I think that's beautiful. I know you're not a single mother, but you have a young daughter in real life. How much of that experience and that relationship with her went into your on-screen relationship with Amelia, your daughter in the movie?
I have 3 kids and love being a mother. I tend not to think about it that way, honestly, when I'm working with any character. Like, what of my life do I see in this character? I'm sure everything that I do, it's such a big part of who I am as a mom. So I'm sure in subtle ways it impacts everything that I do, right? But Penny is a different kind of woman and with different circumstances and a different relationship with her own daughter. I like her relationship with her daughter. I think she's worked at it and she's really thoughtful about it. And I love her attitude towards life in general and her attitude towards Maverick, who's come back into her life after clearly a period of distance and separation.
Okay, Jennifer, tell me if this is true. Originally, your character was going to be on the ground all the time, but you end up flying with Tom Cruise anyway.
That's true. Yeah, we have a scene where we fly together, and Tom piloted the plane. It's his plane, actually, his personal plane. It's a P-51. I didn't know what that was before, but it's a World War II plane. It's a beautiful plane. We flew in that. He piloted it. It was literally just him and me in the plane waving goodbye on the tarmac. I was like, how do you get the insurance for this? You're just going to let us go. And we did, and we took off and we flew. And there was another plane flying very close to us that was filming us when we did it. It was an extraordinary experience.
But I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I read somewhere that you were afraid of flying. Is that right?
I had been. I had gone through a period where I was really afraid of flying, and it was kind of getting in my way because I love to travel, and also I have to travel a lot for work, and so it was something that fortunately I had worked on and had kind of just learned to manage and get under control when I started doing this movie, and then Tom proposed this scene where we fly together, which was quite funny given the fear that I had just been wrestling with. But he's so cool, I didn't dare tell him that I had had this kind of crippling fear of flying. I was like, yeah, great. Yeah. You know, because it's Tom Cruise. You want to be cool. You want to try to be cool. I mean, it's hard to be cool next to Tom Cruise, but you want to try. So I really tried. So I tried so hard that there I was up in a P-51, which my family, who knows me well, thought was very funny.
Was that the most amazing moment for you filming this movie, or you have another one?
Yes, I had several. I had, riding on the back of his motorcycle. I had sailing a boat, which we wanted it to be super fast and super, like the water splashing and the wind whipping and the waves rising. And so we went up to San Francisco and filmed there, where it's famously windy. And I took sailing lessons for the movie. I took a bunch of sailing lessons. I took sailing lessons in several places because as I was doing different things. But I did many of them in New York Harbor, which was hilarious. Because, it's nothing like San Francisco. There are obstacles everywhere. There are people. I never thought about how much traffic is in New York Harbor until I got into it in a tiny little sailboat. It was terrifying. That was pretty exhilarating. The flying sequences, of course. But yeah, every day being on set with Tom Cruise is pretty exhilarating. I'll give you that.
Thank you for this, Jennifer. It's been lovely. Have a great day, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. You too.